Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to crack the code on one of the most important parts of your IELTS essay, that very first body paragraph. I mean, if you get this part right, you're setting a powerful, high-scoring tone for the entire essay. So let's get right into it.
So let me just ask you this. Is this the single most important paragraph you're going to write? Honestly, you can make a really strong case for yes. Think about it. Your introduction makes a promise to the examiner. But body paragraph 1 is where you prove you can actually deliver on that promise. It's their first real glimpse into how you build an argument.
You know, to get a high score, you've got to think like the person who's actually marking your paper. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to reverse engineer a top-scoring paragraph by looking directly at the examiner's own checklist.
Okay, so this right here, this is literally the examiner's scorecard. It's what they have right in front of them. First up, task response. That just means, are your ideas on topic, and do you back them up? Then there's coherence and cohesion. Basically, does your paragraph make sense and flow well? Next, lexical resources all about your vocabulary. Are you using good, accurate words? And finally, grammatical range checks for different types of sentences that are, grammatically correct. The key thing to remember is that you can't just be good at one of these. A great paragraph nails all four.
So how in the world do you juggle all four of those things at once, right? Well, the good news is there's a really simple but super powerful framework you can use. It's a blueprint for success every single time.
Let me introduce you to the PEAL method. It stands for point, example, explain, and link. And trust me, this isn't just some clever acronym. It's a structure that practically guarantees your paragraph will be logical, well-developed, and really easy for the examiner to follow and to give you high marks for. First up, you've got P for point. This is your topic sentence, your opening shock, and it has one job and one job only, to introduce the single main idea of your paragraph. Not two ideas, not a vague thought, one clear idea. If you nail this, you've built a solid foundation for everything else.
Next is E for example. Look, it's not enough to just state your opinion. The official IELTS guidelines say you have to extend and support your ideas. Vague statements like some people think just won't cut it. You need a specific, concrete example to make your point real and convincing. This is where you bring the proof.
The second E stands for explain. And honestly, this is the step where so many people leave points on the table. You can't just drop an example and walk away. You have to explain how that example actually proves your main point. This is what shows the examiner you're not just listing facts, you're thinking analytically.
And finally, we have L for link. This is your last sentence. It can neatly wrap up the paragraph's main idea, or it can build a smooth bridge to your next paragraph. This little sentence is absolutely crucial for your coherence and cohesion score because it helps your whole essay feel like one connected argument.
All right, enough with the theory. Let's put this PEAL blueprint into action. We're going to build a top-tier, Band 8 paragraph together right now using a pretty common IELTS topic.
Let's start with the point, the topic sentence. Just look at the difference here. On the left, a weak sentence, zoos have pros and cons. I mean, it's so vague, it doesn't really say anything. Now look at the strong one. The primary argument against keeping wild animals in zoos is the inherent restriction of their natural behaviors. See that? It's specific, it takes a clear position, and it gives us something we can actually build on. That's a solid foundation. Now let's find an example. A general statement might be, for example, animals in zoos cannot behave normally. It's okay, but it's not very convincing, is it? Now compare that to the specific one. For instance, large predators like lions, which would roam territories of up to 400 square kilometers in the wild, are often confined to enclosures a fraction of that size. Wow! Now that is a powerful, factual example. It has details, it has numbers. This is exactly what the examiner means by a well-supported idea. Okay, time to build our paragraph piece by piece. We'll start with that strong point we just identified. It's clear, it's focused, and it tells the examiner exactly what this paragraph is going to be about. Next, we slot in our example. We add that really specific detail about lions and their territories. See how it directly supports the point we just made about restricting natural behaviors? It fits perfectly. And now, for that crucial explain step, we follow up with this sentence. This confinement can lead to significant psychological distress, manifesting as abnormal behaviors such as repetitive pacing, known as zoochosis. You see what we did there? We didn't just state a fact about cage sizes, we explained the consequence. We connected the evidence back to our main point. And to finish it off, we add our link. Therefore, the artificial environment of a zoo fundamentally fails to meet the complex needs of such animals. It's a perfect summary of what we've just argued. And just like that, we have a complete, logical, and really powerful paragraph.
So what this all proves is that writing a fantastic paragraph isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a method. It's a system. So let's boil everything we've talked about down into a few simple rules that you can take away and start using right now.
Here they are, the 5 golden rules. Number 1, one paragraph, one idea. Keep it focused. Number 2, always use a specific example. Make your argument real. 3, explain the connection. Don't make the examiner do the work for you. 4, use synonyms. Instead of saying government 3 times, try authorities or policymakers. It's an easy way to boost your vocabulary score. And 5, please leave a minute or 2 to check for simple errors. They can really drag your score down.
So there you have it. That is the blueprint for a perfect first body paragraph. It's clear, it's logical, and it's designed specifically to hit every single one of those marking criteria. The only question left is, now that you have the tools, what powerful argument are you going to build first?